it's Rachel with Marley, and today we're going to do some more work with his aggression towards fluffy dogs. Now to do this, we kind of use a couple techniques called desensitizing and counter conditioning. By desensitizing, we want to expose him to it as little as possible so that we don't get a reaction out of him, and then gradually increase it so that ideally we can let him be off leash with all the fluffy dogs in the world and he's not going to care. With counter conditioning, what that is correcting him for the negative response and rewarding him for a positive response so that he sees that good things happen when he acts the way we want him to, and by praising him we will communicate to him how we want him to act. Now, I don't know how this is going to go. I have Hula, a fluffy Portuguese water dog puppy, hanging out by the fence, and she's nervous of Marley, and so I'm sure she is going to be barking as well, which will probably get him worked up, but he needs to get used to all of it. I don't want to get him too close because I don't want to overdo it and set him up for failure, but it's just me out here and I can't really control Hula's response. I'm just going to try to correct Marley's response. Some of the things we went over in the last video is working on the healing and giving him commands to distract him before it gets out of hand. So I think what I will do is just walk him and heal him past her without getting too close, but with her in sight at least. We established that it's not good to let him get to the point where he does kind of go into attack mode, because from there it's really hard to do things to correct him, and you don't want to get yourself bit in the situation. So I'm going to turn the camera and we are going to go and do some healing right past Hula. Okay, she's the brown spot over there. He's very aware of her. Marley, sit. Sit. Good boy. Heel. Sit. Good. Sit. So far, so good. I'm going to stay about this distance from her for a while and then slowly increase it, but I don't want to do it too much. Heel. Sit. 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 Marley. Sit. Boy. Heel. Sit. Marley, sit. Alright, he's not listening very well to me because he is distracted, and I don't have treats with me because I don't want, I've planned it that way because I don't want to give him treats to distract him. Then that is some positive reinforcement of his aggressive behavior. So we don't want to give him treats for positive reinforcement for that. So when I talked about the counter conditioning, sit, Marley, giving him a positive response, treats would be okay in that situation. If right now I gave him a treat because he was somewhat close to her and not being aggressive, sit. That would be okay, but as I said before, since it's just me with Hula, I don't know what she will do, like if she'll start barking, and if that will get a reaction out of him. So I don't want to have the treats just because of that reason. So we're going to do some more healing. Marley, heel. Sit. Now he's not acting aggressively towards her, growling or anything like that, but since he's not listening to me as well, that shows me he is distracted, he is kind of focused on her. But this is good so far because we are just a few feet from her and he is doing very well. I'm going to heel him right past her again, and then I'm going to give him lots of praise for doing so well. Sit. Heel. Sit. Sit. Good boy, Marley. Good boy. All right, so this is the kind of attention he gets when he does well and does not act aggressively towards a dog. And as you can see, he is really enjoying it, and this is what we want to aim for. He likes this, and this is a much better reaction than me scolding him and taking him away when he is aggressive. Now, I'm going to get a little bit closer to Hula, but I don't want to get close enough to get a reaction out of him. Working on this and like this to desensitize him, we want to just do it to the point of not getting a reaction, but still getting closer and pushing those limits. So, Marley, come here. Sit. Marley, sit. 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 Heel. Sit. Now he was trying to scramble towards her a little bit there, so that shows me that this distance is testing him, but it's not pushing him too far to where he snaps and kind of goes after her. Sit. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Sit. Good boy, Marley. Good boy. Good job. All right. Now he's definitely tugging towards her, but he's still not acting aggressively. I'm just going to make a couple more passes and then we're going to call it good. We don't want to get him frustrated to where he does start to not be so good. So Marley, sit. Heel. 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 Sit. Good boy, Marley. Good boy. Good boy. I'll scratch him here in his favorite spot. Now this is all we're going to do for today. He's done a good job. He is definitely interested in her and wanting to get over there, but not to the point where he is being aggressive at all. So this is an example of how you do that. I know the camera is kind of far away, so you might not have been able to see all of his body language like I was, but it's important to read his body language and see when he is being tested and establishing that boundary so that you don't push him too far, because we don't want to put him into situations where we teach him to get a reaction that we're going to keep getting closer and closer until he explodes and then take him away. We want to walk that fine line. He's done really well. I'm very impressed with how he did today. I do think this is an improvement over last time. So this was Rachel and Marley, and we were working on our aggression with fluffy dogs. Mostly his aggression. I'm not too aggressive towards them.